We all go through tough times, don't we? Moments when life feels overwhelming, when the weight of the world seems too heavy to carry. But in those moments, there's a powerful message that has stood the test of time and can bring light to our lives. It's the message of Jesus Christ, a message of hope, rest, and peace. Today, I want to dive into what this message really means and how we can apply it to our lives. So, if you're feeling burdened today, stay tuned, because this message is for you. Let me share a little story with you. I remember a time when I felt completely lost. Life was throwing challenges at me from every direction: work, relationships, and personal doubts. It seemed like no matter how hard I tried, things weren't improving. I reached a point where I didn't know where to turn. It was then that I remembered the words of Jesus, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. These words struck me deeply. Jesus didn't just offer these words as a nice gesture, he meant it. This is an invitation to rest, to find peace in him. It's a promise that no matter what we're going through, he's there to carry that weight with us. Think about it. How many times have you tried to do everything on your own? How often do we think we can handle the struggles without asking for help? Jesus is inviting us to stop trying to do it all alone. When we hear "come to me," it's not just a casual invitation. It's an open door, a chance to lay down our burdens and find rest for our souls. In a world that's always moving, always busy, always demanding more from us, this rest can seem like a luxury. But it's not. It's essential. Jesus wasn't just talking about physical rest. He was talking about spiritual peace, a peace that transcends our circumstances. Imagine being able to face life's storms with peace in your heart. That's the kind of rest Jesus offers. We all have our struggles, don't we? Whether it's financial stress, personal loss, health issues, or just the pressure of daily life, it can feel like the weight is never ending. And in those moments, it's easy to feel isolated, like no one understands what you're going through. But that's exactly where Jesus steps in. He understands. He's been there, and he promises that you don't have to carry it all alone. I want to share a personal example. A few years ago, I went through a tough season in my life. It felt like nothing was going right. I was exhausted mentally, physically, and emotionally. But one day, I decided to really reflect on what Jesus' message meant for me. I took time to pray and simply rest in his presence. That moment of surrender was transformative. It didn't solve all my problems right away, but it gave me the strength to keep going. Jesus doesn't promise that life will be easy, but he promises that he'll be with us every step of the way. So, how can we apply this message of rest in our lives? First, take a moment every day to stop and reflect. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, or simply being still, allow yourself to connect with God and experience that peace. Second, remember that Jesus is with you in your struggles. You're not alone. When you feel weighed down, ask him for help. And third, embrace his promise that he will give you rest. It's not just about physical relaxation. It's about finding peace in your heart, regardless of your circumstances. Jesus' message is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. In a world that constantly pulls us in every direction, his words remind us that we can find peace and rest in him. If you're feeling burdened, stressed, or overwhelmed, take a step towards Jesus. Lay your burdens down at his feet and allow his peace to fill your heart. You are never alone, and his invitation to rest is always open. If you found peace in this message today, I encourage you to share it with someone who may be going through a tough time. Let's spread hope and encouragement. And remember, no matter what you face in life, Jesus' arms are always open, ready to give you rest. Thanks for watching, and I hope you feel the peace he offers in your life today.